Yes, good afternoon, children. So, today we are going to start a new lesson in social science. Okay, so it is a political science lesson. Its name is India's relations with other countries. Okay, so very general topic. In this chapter, we are going to study about the relation of India with four important nations. So, China, Pakistan, Russia and United States of America. With all these four countries, what type of relationship does India maintain? About this, we are going to discuss in detail in this chapter. Okay. See, children, in our previous political science lesson, which was our previous political science lesson, who will tell me the name? Yes, Akshay, do you remember? Which one is the last political science lesson? Yes, who will tell me? Yes, yes, Rashmi. Rashmi raised the hand first. Rashmi?
Indian foreign policy.
Exactly, Indian foreign policy, right? So, Indian foreign policy decides what type of or what kind of relationship we have to maintain with the other nations. See, on the basis of international situations, on the basis of national interest, okay, on the basis of geographical situation, and also on the basis of the party which is ruling our nation. So these four are important factors that decide what type of relationship we are maintaining with the other countries. Okay. So what type of foreign policy we are going to follow, because what parties will have different opinions, right? So Narendra Modi's government has got different idea compared to Jawaharlal Nehru's government. Compared to Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government, Narendra Modi's government has got different idea. And also it is dependent upon what, children? International situation. What type of situation is prevailing in the international level, that also decides what kind of relationship we are going to maintain. See, for sometimes we will have cordial relationship, but after that, again we may have what? Problem with that nation. For example, if we take United States of America and India's relationship, during the time of Barack Obama, what type of relationship we maintained, no, that we could not maintain during the time of Donald Trump. Okay, because his idea was different from the idea of whom? Barack Obama. See, Barack Obama's party is Republic Party, whereas the Donald Trump's party is Democratic Party. They have what difference on ideological basis itself. So that's why the relationship which we maintain with these countries, no, that differs from time to time. So without having relationship with other countries, it is not at all possible to exist. You all know that. See, we don't have, or we have strained relationship with China and Pakistan, right? Very much strained. Our relationship with Pakistan and China is very much strained. If we take today's position, current position, see, ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನದ ತನಕ ಯಾವ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇತ್ತು, somewhat, okay, that could not be maintained now, right? So the problem is increasing day by day with China and Pakistan. But till today, we have not stopped all the kinds of relationship with these countries, because what, for the sake of economic interest of the nation, we have to maintain trade relationship. We cannot we cannot come out of that, or we cannot reject it. ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವೊಂದನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ, after few years what we will do, again will come back or will accept that one. So this is how, on the basis of economic, so on the basis of international situation and the party which is ruling both the countries, okay, and also taking into consideration national interest, the relationship which we are going to maintain with other nations, it is decided. So now we have to discuss first about India's relationship with China. Okay, so do you know, anytime was it better? So now we have got very much strained relationship, no? Why the relationship between India and China is strained? Do you have any idea, children? Akshay?
Because they attack us many times.
Yes, they invade us many times. No, they have invaded us many times. Yes, Sri Harsha, what do you know?
Mataji, after the war of 1962, there was a border dispute between India and China. China is telling that Arunachal Pradesh belongs to it, but it is
Exactly.
the integral part of India.
Definitely, very nice. Okay, thank you very much. So, after 1962 war, the war which broke out between India and China in the year 1962, it has become the main cause for strained relationship. Yes, Karthik Hegde. Karthik Hegde?
Mataji, China is trying to occupy some parts of India secretly.
Yes, China is trying to occupy some regions of India. So till today it is going on, no? Yes, very nice. So was it ever good in the historical period? Was the relationship between India and China good in the historical period? Is there any what evidence, or do you know any evidence that tells that India had got good relationship with China? Nutan.
Huyen Stang and other Chini ambassadors came to India.
Yeah, they visited India. Nice. Then Ratan Bhatt.
Mataji, Buddhism found in India first, and it is found vast in China nowadays.
Exactly. So it is well accepted in China. Then any other point? Panna?
Silk trade was there between India and China from ancient times.
Yes, silk trade was there. Yes. So your answer is correct, children. Now, once India and China had got very good relationship. Cordial relationship was there in between these two nations. See, in the beginning, Indus Valley civilization, Harappan civilization, then Chinese civilization, Egyptian civilization, and Mesopotamian civilization. These are the four, or these are the earlier civilizations of the world, right? So when civilizations grew, during that time itself, we got what type of relationship? We got trade relationship, and it was cordial. Then what happened? Our rulers, they continued to have good relationship. The kings, they continued to have good relationship with India and China. So silk trade was there. So about this in the Arthashastra, in the book written by whom? Your Chanakya, you know, no? Chanakya's book. It is very popular. Its name is Arthashastra. So in that book also, we have, or Chanakya has made reference about what, children? The relationship between the silk trade between India and China. Okay. Then what happened after this one? See, Buddhism got birth in India. Then it was spread. It was widely accepted in China. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೌದ್ಧಿಸ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾರೋ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ accepted in China. So well acceptance, Buddhism got well acceptance in China. So that also shows that India and China had got good relationships. Then what happened by 1945, 46, 47 onwards, India and China somewhat they became independent, or they became sovereign countries at the same time. India got independence in the year 1947. China was established as a sovereign country in the year 1949. So somewhat at the same time, India and China, what they came to be in existence as sovereign countries. So here onwards, what happened in the beginning, that too in that decade, 1950, 1960, up to that, India believed that China is going to be its good friend. Okay, so ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅವರನ್ನ ನಂಬಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. So when nobody were ready to accept China as the new member, because there was a problem. 1945 ಅಲ್ಲಿ while studying about India's foreign policy, I have told you about non-alignment policy, right? So their non-aligned policy means what? The world was divided into two power blocks, democratic bloc, communist bloc. So your United States of America, then your England, then your France, these were the leaders of Democratic Front. United States of America, what it was the main leader of Democratic Front, whereas Russia was the leader of Communist Front. So China, which has emerged as the new nation at that time, what its policy was communism. It had accepted communism. So that's why these nations, okay, they were not so much ready to accept China's existence as a new country because it was practicing communism. So our time alli kuda India, it what practiced non-aligned movement. No, it did not join United States of America's side, and it did not join communist side. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ ಇಟ್ ಗೇವ್ ಅನ್ ಆಫರ್ ಟು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ದ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್. ಸಿ permanent member of Security Council. Security Council is the most important organ of United Nations organization. It has got 5 permanent members. Today, China is the permanent member of Security Council. But in the beginning, in 1950, the first offer was given to India. ಆದರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ see in the Security Council 5 nations are there, children. United States of America, England, then France, then Russia, then China. See, United States of America, England, France, these three are democratic nations. No, so India, when the offer was given to India, India thought that okay, if all the permanent members of Security Council, they because India had also accepted democracy only, ಹೌದಾ? So ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ 4 ಜನರು democratic nations permanent members ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಸ್ಟ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಚೀನಾವನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತಯಾರಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಎನಿಹೌ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ China has got every right to become the member of United Nations organization and also the member of also the permanent member of Security Council. So after China's acceptance there, India should get the chance. That was India's foreign policy at that time. See, we believed the Chinese people that much, okay, and also we believed in the world peace. So Russia, it was a very good friend to India always, but Russians practiced communism. No, 1955 ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ರಷ್ಯಾ ಆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತಂತೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ, ನೀನು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಆದ್ರೆ it was what this Russia wanted to test India, okay, because Russia wanted China ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ರಷ್ಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಚೀನಾ were good friends, both of them were communists, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಏನ್ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಹಿಸ್ಟಾರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ 1950 time when both of us, China and India, okay, when we emerged as sovereign countries, India believed in China very much. Then you know, children, 1954 Panchashila principle was signed. No, then what happened? India, it gave few parts of Tibet to China. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟಿಬೇಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಹೇಳುವಂತದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಟಿಬೇಟಿನ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ರೀಜನ್ಸ್, ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಏನು ಒರಿಜಿನ್ಗೆ ಸೇರಿದಂತಹ ರೂಲರ್ಸ್ ಆಳ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಜಾಗ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಚೀನಾದ ಎರಡದ್ದು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಇತ್ತು ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್, to maintain border peace there, India gave many of the regions of Tibet to China. Okay, at that time during 1950s, China has praised India's step towards solving border dispute. Andre ashtra mattige we were liberal at that time. But what happened? China, it occupied Tibet completely. Even India accepted China's accepted that Tibet is the integral part of China ಅಂತ India ಕೂಡ accept ಮಾಡ್ತು. But the Tibetan people, they rose against China and 1959, by 1959 what happened? Revolt in Tibet, okay? It emerged or it reached its highest extent and finally China suppressed it there. Then after 1959 what happened? The Tibetan refugees came to India, some 80,000, lakhs of people came to India. In some 10 states of India, we gave shelter to these Tibetan people, and Tibetan religious head, Dalai Lama, also came to India, and that's why what happened? China started opposing India, and in the year 1962, China, what did it do? It declared a war against India in the year 1962. Very badly we were defeated because we were not at all ready for that. And even we didn't think also that one day China is going to attack us. Okay, we believed then. That was the problem. Okay, so Tibetan crisis became what, children? The reason for strained relationship between India and China. That is the main problem. Then after 1962, China ತನ್ಮನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಯಿತು. It claimed Arunachal Pradesh as its integral part. In its map, till today, China is showing Arunachal Pradesh in its map. Okay, our Arunachal Pradesh is found in the map of China. That is the problem. Then at that time, our Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, he had given a slogan, Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai anta. ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ತಾನದ ಜನರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಚೀನಾದ ಜನರು brothers. Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai. That slogan was given by Jawaharlal Nehru. But anyhow, our concern towards peace, our concern towards the maintenance of international peace and security, it was not respected by China at all. Okay, it got everything. See, membership in United Nations organization, permanent membership in Security Council of United Nations organization. We can say that these are all the gifts of India to whom? China. So, ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ India. So, it thought that if India accepted all those things, there would be international problem. There would be international dispute and it would lead to violence. The day 1945 ಅಲ್ಲಿ UNO ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ನಮಗೆ 1947 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಪೀಸು, ನಾನ್ ವಯೋಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ವಿ ವರ್ ವೆರಿ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿಸ್ ನಾನ್ ವಯೋಲೆನ್ಸ್, ನೋ? These are some principles which inspired that time's leaders. Okay, that's how our concern for the world peace, it itself led to what? The problem for us. So I'm going to share the page for the children now. Once go through all the points. Civilization I have told, then Buddhism I have told, India, China rulers. Okay, what kind of relationship they had, that is mentioned there. Silk trade. About this, mention is made by Chanakya in his Arthashastra. Then afterwards, Panchashila principles. Okay, it was signed when we became sovereign countries after 1940s. Okay, then next one, India-China war, 1962. So here, it was the result of what, children? Tibetan crisis. So, escalation of Tibetan crisis means that Tibetan crisis, it has reached its highest point, extreme. Then afterwards, border disputes are there. China is making the wrong claim that India's Arunachal Pradesh belongs to it. Okay, so this is about India-China's relationship up to 1962. So next one is, see, even after having this type of a strained relationship, till today, our trade relationship with China, it is healthy, no? So we have banned many apps of China in this 2020 year, but we have not completely stopped trade relationship with China. Till today it is going on. So even after having all these kinds of disputes, till today, why India and China's relationship have remained healthy in the field of economy? That may be one important question for 2 marks. So here, first of all, we are the largest economies, means developing countries list ge bandaga, we are leading and we both are the highest populated nations of the world. So for marketing the products, the rich nations of the world, they have to see towards us, right? Then these are the two reasons, leading economies and also highest populated nations. Then ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವೆ, ವಿ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ರೆಡ್ಮಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ರೆಡ್ಮಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ? ಚೀನಾ, ಹೌದಾ? ಎಷ್ಟಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಗೇಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವಿ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಚೈನೀಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಆಟ್ ಲೋ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ರೈಟ್, ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ಸ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಯಾಮ್ಸಂಗಿಗೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ರೆಡ್ಮಿ, it is available at cheaper price. So that's why trade relationship we cannot stop. Then one more important step is taken by India and China. That is, with the effort of India and China, BRICS Bank has been established. You know, no? What is the full form of BRICS? Anybody knows? Raise your hand. You know, Akshay, what is BRICS? Anybody knows? Yes, I have 2 students. Nice. Sri Harsha is there. Ashwit is there. Yes, Ashwit.
Brazil,
Hmm?
Russia,
Brazil, Russia. Yes, next.
India, China, South Africa.
Very nice, Ashwit. Very happy. Okay. Brazil, then Russia, India, China, and South Africa are the members of BRICS combination, no? BRICS group. So, with the effort of India and China, BRICS Bank has been established. That is very important one. See children, if you are interested, no, in YouTube, one channel is available, World Affairs, by the name World Affairs. So here you will get very nice lecturers, some 10 to 12 minutes lecture you will get by a person called Prashant Dhawan. Okay, so current affairs about India, this relationship or the means world affairs, you will get very nice informations. It will help you to increase your general knowledge also. So if you are interested children, you can watch it. See if anybody is interested in preparation of IAS examination, IPS examination. So Indian Civil Service ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗಿಂದನೇ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. That's why you can go through all those kinds of videos. It is not at all boring. So anyone means today onwards, if anybody is interested, you start watching and tomorrow you inform, okay, whether you have found it or did you find any interesting topic there. Will you children? Yes or no? Akshay, will you? Akshay is saying that he will watch. What about others? How many of you are interested? You won't watch? Nobody is raising hand. Huh? Really? Only Akshay is there. Others have not raised hand yet. Okay, there are many. Yes. Okay, nice. World Affairs. World Affairs. Name of the channel is World Affairs. Subscribe it. And there is another platform children, Study IQ. Always I make reference about this one in my classes. Okay, Study IQ. There are some professionals. Ankit Agarwal is there, Siddhant Agnihotri is there, Anirudh is there, Mahipal Singh Rathod is there. So you will find nice informations which will not bore you also, and which will give you what? Which will make you to get knowledge. So whenever you have time, go through these videos, okay? Yeah. So I'm discussing about India-China relationship. So I have told you, I have discussed about 1 or 2 marks important question there. I'll share the page for you. Go through it once. Yes, see here children, the question which you can expect that is written on the board, written there on the page. In spite of border dispute and what? War relationship, in spite of border disputes and war, relationship between India and China is healthy, justified. So highest populated countries, leading economies of the world, then good trade relationship after 1980s, then last one is establishment of BRICS Bank. Okay. It is the result of efforts of China and India. So 2 marks expected question. Strained relationship most expected, but this one is also expected. Children, the meeting is going to end now. We will end the meeting and we will rejoin very fast. Okay.